Good afternoon from another amazing day in Baku, Azerbaijan. As you can see, we've been getting a very warm welcome over these past few days in Baku, especially from the local kitties. So today we're actually going to be showing you what the nightlife looks like in Baku. We aren't really big nightlife goers, but we want to just have a walk around the town. We want to get some local tea, some local dessert, and I'm already making a new friend. As you can see, right now we're kind of across the park and we are surrounded by lots of modern shops in olden style buildings. There's such a cool atmosphere here in Baku. Everybody is so chill and it's all about relaxing at the cafe, having some tea, having some coffee, and we want to be a part of that.
As we're walking, here's one of the main roads, and then here's a coffee shop as an example, what Shev was talking about. The sun is going down just behind these trees here. And this is what an average street looks like here in Baku. It's about mid-afternoon. Here's an example of a kiosk. I love how everything is outside.
Yeah.
Like all the refrigerators are outside. Here's different kinds of ice creams. And what we're going to be doing is going down.
We're actually going under the road and then we're going to end up on that side over there. So it's not really like what we're used to is a pedestrian crossing. Most of the crossways are underground.
And these underpasses are all throughout the city, but very cleverly designed. And look how cool this one is.
Oh wow, fresh fruit, fresh veggies. Oh, so cool.
It's like a whole market underground.
Right. Wow, we're passing some shoes shops, some clothes shops. It's really quiet down here.
Here we got like jeans, some jackets. Next shop is perfume. This is kids' toys.
It's a whole hidden underground market.
We're under the highway.
And it's dead silent.
And now we're on the other side, just like that.
Just like that.
So this is crazy. We were all the way by those buildings over there. So the entire underpass is like a market just to sell some really small things like clothes, cell phone covers, some toys. And now we're back on the street. This is what a typical street looks like.
It
very
is
clean.
So quiet, peaceful, clean, and the best part is all these cats that are roaming around. And they look very well fed.
Right now we're heading from sort of the more modern side to the old town here in Baku, and you can see all around me are the olden style buildings, and they've kept that architecture, which I love. But then you have all of the like modern shops on the inside, and all along you have little restaurants and boutique shops selling all kinds of things. As an example, look at this building behind Shev. Has sort of the olden style architecture, but it's a modern building. There's modern shops all at the bottom there.
It's amazing because all the buildings look like castles. Like every single building looks like it has a story to tell, but actually at the bottom of it, it's just like normal retail shops. Look at this, he really wants some jewelry.
Oh, look at this little guy. And we've officially entered the old town. As you can see, the castle in the background.
Actually, a few days ago, we were attending the Formula One. Our seats were right there. So we had the perfect view of the castle and it was unbelievable, like once in a lifetime. If you haven't already, you should follow us on Instagram for all the behind the scenes. And just like that, we found ourselves in a quaint little alleyway. Like honestly, I could just about touch each wall, because I've got super long arms for some reason. But this is the whole point of us getting lost in the old town, is finding little alleyways like this.
The first thing you'll notice when traveling around Baku, besides all of the old buildings and the history that you can just see steeped in all of these walls, is how quiet it is. Everywhere we go, it is dead quiet. I mean, look at this. The only noise I can hear is this air conditioner. And there's nobody here.
There's nobody here. For the past year, we've been in countries that have over 30 million people in the main cities. And now to be in the streets where there's no one here is actually kind of refreshing, and I really like it. It kind of feels like you're getting a private tour of the city. It feels like super medieval vibes, like a fire-breathing dragon's going to come out of that tower.
I think I read that there's about 2,000 years of history within the city of Baku. From all of these layers of buildings going up this mountain at the moment, you can clearly see it. And it's all made out of sand rock. You can see how the windows have been cut out of the stone. It's very impressive.
On to my next friend. They are so cute and so adorable. I'm having the best day ever. Look how cool he is. And very soft.
As Chev mentioned, we have been in very crowded cities this year. We've been in Shanghai, we've been in Beijing, we've been in Tokyo, we've been in Jakarta, and now there's absolutely nobody. And even on the busy streets or the touristy streets, there's only a handful of people. So this is a very different experience. It's one of the perks of coming to Baku is you still get all of this beautiful architecture and obviously the delicious food, but it's not as crowded as a lot of other places in Europe are. And look at this, on this side, even on this side, all the way up here. And all you want to do is just explore. Look at this. It just keeps going and going. Even though everything is extremely old, you can feel it in the walls. It's still very clean and very well preserved. So if you're coming to Baku, I highly recommend come to the old town and just explore, kind of soak up all the history through all the walls here. You having fun with your cat, my girl?
Yes.
I actually think this beautiful turret maybe is in fact a mosque right in the middle of the town.
I also think we're in the middle of houses. Like we're actually maybe looking into the alleyways of people's houses because we can see their air conditioners on the outside. Two friends.
Is this what you do in Baku?
Yeah.
You walk around and you play with the cats?
They're the celebrities of Baku. This little guy.
Oh look, he's the director.
Oh, what? No way.
He's the director.
Coffee, beer, shisha, national food. Popagana juice. Please sit down.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
South Africa.
Africa.
Yes.
Pianar, football player.
Who?
Pianar.
Oh yes, of
Yeah,
course, yes, Pina.
Ah, Pina, yes, correct.
Correct.
It's 4 person, 2 person.
Ah, thank you.
Table small.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Can we please have some tea?
One tea. It's
Yes.
pot tea. Pots.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it a pot?
This is jam, traditional Azerbaijan. Only table tea jam.
Okay, okay.
Service tea jam. No, one tea, no.
Oh, you can only have a pot for the table.
A pot for the table.
No problem. Tea.
Ah, thank you.
Okay.
And can we have one baklava?
Okay, one.
How many
I'm
pieces?
sorry, is baklava finish? Is Turkish baklava good?
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, 6-piece Turkish baklava.
Okay. Is tea, black tea, flowers tea?
Black tea.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we've actually ended up in this very beautiful outdoor cafe called Muse Cafe. They've got lots of pickled fruits and pickled olives and stuff in the front. They've got fresh pomegranates.
We're outside and we're right next to the castle wall, and beyond the wall we can see the famous flame towers of Baku.
And we've ordered some baklava for the table because when you're in Baku, you've got to try the dessert.
Unfortunately, he said the Azerbaijani baklava was finished, so we're going to have some Turkish baklava. I'm not actually sure what the difference is, so if you're from Azerbaijan, please let us know what the difference between baklava from Turkey and from Azerbaijan is.
Thank you very much.
Tourist business.
Sorry?
Tourist.
Tourist, yes.
Here is our baklava. So we got
Three
six,
each.
3 each.
Yeah, I'm so glad I have my own because I was not willing to share. Look how good these look. They look like they're drenched in syrup at the bottom and then they've got a crispy pastry on the top, baked to perfection. Look at this.
This is what you have to eat in this part of the world, and we've come to the right place, I think.
I agree. Look at how cute these glasses are. This is what I wanted. I wanted to drink tea in these.
Authentic Azerbaijani experience right
Yay.
now.
What a great first impression.
Camera.
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yes?
Only tips. Okay.
Only yes.
Beautiful. A bit of red syrup.
This is fresh rose. It's small inside. It's good heart.
So we've got some fresh rose in our black tea. Oh my goodness, it smells absolutely divine. He actually put our teapot on a little, I don't even know what you call this, but I guess it's to keep the teapot warm. But there's nothing on the inside. Maybe once it gets cold, he will heat it up for us. Cheers to a great day in Baku. Cheers.
Something that we've seen a lot of people do here in Baku is when you have the Azerbaijani tea, you have to pair it with a cube of sugar. I've never tried this before, so please let me know if I'm doing this incorrectly. But you put like the cube of sugar in your mouth first, and then you have a sip of tea and it kind of dissolves in your mouth. Different and new for us to try. So here goes.
Does it work?
It works.
Are you crunching it?
Are you meant to crunch it? As soon as the tea dissolves inside the cube, it just disintegrates. And it's actually really good. And I think the idea is just to let it linger in your mouth and just let it dissolve. I like it.
Finally, it is my turn to tuck into this glorious dessert. Our first taste of baklava. Ooh, it's a bit sticky. I've got all the syrup, I've got the nuts, I've got the crispy pastry on top. It's actually dripping with syrup. So divine, delectable, sweet. The perfect dessert when you're sitting, the sun's going down, you're having a little tea. What a setting, what a vibe, what a country. I love it here.
I love it here. Look at the food. We've got the old wall. We've got the beautiful flame towers in the background.
I love it. This is so perfect.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah. So here they have like looks like a little wood fire. So they have like chopped up wood blocks, and then you can actually put some wood blocks inside. And I think it's hot water because there's a tap at the bottom.
Wow.
Wow, it's really hot.
No, inside.
Okay, here I go. Wow.
Good. One more.
One more. Okay. Wow. Wow, so cool.
Welcome, Azerbaijan.
Is it hot water?
Hot water.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you can actually see some of the water dripping on the
Yes.
side here.
Wow.
Look at
that.
the flame.
Look at
Is
that.
this-
It's boiling water.
Is this for the tea?
What? Tea.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
look.
that. Wow.
Oh, okay, so
boiling
there's the hot water. So there's coals on the inside.
It's really
you just
hot.
keep adding wooden blocks, and then it heats up the water around it.
And he's
Just
putting
like
in the wooden blocks at the top. Look at that.
Iman?
İmansız.
Wow.
İmansız.
İmansız.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
It's
I don't
obviously
know
a
what I
bad
said.
word.
Maybe it's a bad word.
What is your name?
Chev.
Chef.
Boss. Oh yeah, like boss.
Yes.
Russian boss.
Dev.
Dev.
Chev, Dev.
Chev and Dev. Very easy.
Bunlar nedir imansız?
I think I've said a
What
bad
is your
word.
name?
İmansız. What did I say?
Someone's going to have to let us know
You
what
see,
that
you said
means.
it's a bad word. Something's happened and I think I'm embarrassed.
The tea's gone straight to our head.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Nice to meet
Bye-bye.
you. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Later, yes. What a fabulous interaction. I probably said a bad word.
Please let us know what that means.
Who knows? I'm going to have to go home and Google it. We've had the most unbelievable baklava. We had the most delicious tea for 25 Azerbaijani manat, which was brilliant. Good vibes, good atmosphere. We even had a laugh at the end and a true Baku experience.
And I've just seen outside, here they have all of the pomegranates. And I just came to learn that that is the official or the national fruit of Azerbaijan.
Wow.
And apparently it symbolizes passion and love, but also eternity. So it's a really special fruit.
And what do the men do?
Apparently, if a man wants to show his feelings, he must bring a pomegranate to the woman that he likes. So here's a pomegranate, my girl.
Where's my pomegranate?
Got to show my feelings.
You know what's crazy? Oh my gosh, look behind you.
What?
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! It's the flame towers. They look unbelievable. Obviously, the word Azer in Azerbaijan means flame. So, Of course, you can see the flame towers behind me, and they're actually flaming right now.
They're on fire.
This is a huge landmark of Azerbaijan because so much of the city is centered around fire and flame, like we saw at that restaurant. How cool are the flames in the flame towers?
Wow. And I want to point out again how quiet the streets are. It is about 7 p.m, so the sun has just gone down, and the streets are dead quiet, which I love. And it is so safe here in Baku that you can just explore all of these quaint little side streets, these side alleys. Here we're next to the old castle wall, and it's beautiful, it's quaint, it's quiet. It is so peaceful here in Baku.
Just roaming around the streets at night, it's completely quiet. It's so safe as well.
Out of all the cities that we visited throughout our travels, I think Baku actually has to be one of the safest we have visited. And that's just from our view, where people are just walking at any time of day, completely free. They have their phone out, men, women, children.
It's very peaceful.
So peaceful. There is never a sense of concern or people hiding or danger. As soon as the sun goes down, people are still out. Nobody goes into hiding. And for us, that's really important.
It kind of just shows there's a huge nightlife scene here, but it's also on the peaceful side, and you can roam around, you can sit at the cafe and look at the beautiful towers and look at the kitties.
Hello.
It feels so cool to be exploring the city at night because it's got such a different feel from the daytime. Casual castle behind me.
That's Baku.
That's Baku. It's a beautiful morning and the weather is quite hot. It's about 30 degrees already and it's not even afternoon yet. And from my first impression of Baku, it is super quiet, peaceful. There's lots of nature around. We're actually walking around in a park right now. What really surprised me though is that there's nobody around. We have been in so many crowded places this year and it kind of feels strange to not see anybody around. And we've come to a theater on this side. So this is what Baku looks like. What do you think?
It's absolutely beautiful. First thing you notice is it's very clean and there's no people, but you immediately get a European, an Eastern European feeling. And I kind of feel like I'm in Turkey, and here in Azerbaijan they're actually Turkic people, so there is definitely a Western, an Eastern Europe and a Turkish influence, and it looks amazing. It's really beautiful. This almost looks like a Greek architecture maybe.
Yep. Basically our plan for today is just to do a simple walk around.
So here's the street, and most of the city we've noticed has these underpass walkways because we're trying to get across the street, so you have to go underneath all the streets, which is very clever because then you don't have to cross the road and walk in front of the traffic. But some of the underpasses have little stores, almost like a bazaar underground. Crazy to think that we're under the street right now. So you can buy all sorts of clothes, there's some bags, there's some apples.
So cute.
So apparently all throughout Baku there are cats pretty much littered all around the city. They're like the stars of Baku. So we're going to see lots of them. And now that we've walked through the underpass, we were just there in the park and now we've crossed the road and here we are. And this is what a typical street here in Baku looks like.
Yeah, a normal day in Baku.
So most of the streets are this cobblestone and lots of really old buildings, but everything is very well maintained and very clean. You definitely get a European feeling when you step here. And for us, being in Southeast Asia for almost 5 years, which is crazy to think, this is a very different change for us.
We're pretty much in the old town, so all of the buildings look like really like brown, rustic, but very cool. And the streets are silent. Like there is nobody around, nobody shouting, it's not crowded, it's super clean and so aesthetic. Like, so, thank you. Almost got run over by a car.
In Southeast Asia, you've got motorbikes and tuk-tuks and rickshaws and people shouting, and this is dead quiet. There's like one person at a time. It's almost a bit weird.
It is so cool, absolutely fascinating. The architecture is so beautiful. I just feel like I could be in Greece, I could be in Italy, but no, this is Baku. Look at this. Look at these streets.
The little alleyway.
Yeah, quaint little alleyways. Wow.
Oh wow, look at all these paintings. We heard that Azerbaijan is known for its art.
Yes.
Hello. Wow, beautiful paintings. All like street art. I like
Wow, beautiful.
it. Look how beautiful all of these buildings are.
You want to just take a picture of everything, every building.
I think that's why you come to Baku, is just to see the beautiful buildings and to take pictures of everything.
Stand in the middle of the road right now.
Look at this. So I wanted to point out that it's not only the buildings and the shops on the inside, but there's actually underground shops as well. And if you look here, there's actually a door underneath here. So a lot of the places you can go underneath. I don't know how you get to this one. Oh, this is probably where you go. If I show you through here, there's the stairs, and you go down here, and there's the door. So cool.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
I've never
interesting.
seen that before.
Yeah, unique, different.
Very unique.
Hello. What have we got here?
Oh, strawberries.
Strawberries?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you just gave me a strawberry. Look how beautiful they are. I have to eat one right now. Mmm. Wow. Very sweet. Mmm. Very sweet. Thank you. Bye bye. Can't believe you just gave them to me. That's so sweet.
That was sweet.
Oh.
They're good?
Mm. Okay. I love it here. He just gave me these strawberries, and they are the sweetest little strawberries I've ever tasted.
Right now we've come to a bit of a square or a plaza, I'm not sure what you would call it, but you can see how clean it is first of all, but how European it looks. It really feels like we're in Turkey or some Eastern European country, which technically we are, and you can just see how beautiful all the buildings are, and this is where we're going there. I think this is pronounced Icheri Sheher,
Old city.
which is the old city, and that's where
It
we're
says
going.
Azerbaijan Avenue. I love the writing style. It's actually so cool. It looks a little bit like Russian, but obviously in our Latin writing, so we can read. Well, we can read it, but we can't understand it.
All these giant
Wow.
rocks.
Yeah, giant like cylinders on the side, and then there's an entrance to more streets and stuff that looks super like olden style.
Very cool. I assume this is the castle wall to the old city that we're going into. Wow. So this is one of the shops. You can see this is part of the castle wall, and this shop is pretty much cut out on the inside of the wall, and you can get all sorts of different Azerbaijani things, some beads, some magnets, and these almost look like, these are like Russian Soviet hats, I think. Very, very cool, very interesting. Wow, so European, girl.
Epic. I can't believe it. Okay, how cool. We've just found a little quaint little alleyway, and it seems like we're walking through a castle in the medieval times.
So you can see here is all the old original rock and sand. It's mostly sand, not actually rock. And look how small this door is. Really cool.
Yeah, I feel like we could sit right here and just people watch the entire
There's
day.
no people to watch.
There's, well, okay, just watch then.
Just watch.
Because there's no people, you're right, but we're kind of walking through old houses, and obviously people live here, but they're all indoors.
What's also interesting is in many other places that we visited in Southeast Asia, for example, when you find these kind of streets, they are covered with tourists taking pictures against the walls and all the doors, but here there's nobody.
Yeah.
So it's like we're getting a private tour experience. So this is another one of the old parts of the city, but in the distance you can see the famous flame towers of Baku. And it looks much better in person than it does on camera, but you can see behind me, it feels like we're really in a medieval, olden time, but there's all of these modern skyscrapers as well, and that's what Baku has.
But we just walked up a few steps in probably a few small alleys, and this is our view. It's absolutely beautiful.
Before we end off this video, I wanted to quickly show you the view from our balcony of our hotel. So this is where we can sit in the mornings and have some tea or coffee. We have this entire balcony, but this is the view that we have. But there's even more. On this side, we have another balcony. There's Shep. You can clearly see how beautiful the city is. We've got some of the old town over here. In the background, we have the flame towers. And then below us is this main road that goes all the way down there. And in front of us is a park.
We wanted to end off our video here with the beautiful, iconic flame towers in the background. If you enjoyed this super chill, super relaxing video, please let us know in the comments, give us a like, and all the behind the scenes on our Instagram. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.